How do you feel rewatching this after 20 years?
I don't know. Does it exist English word for emotionat? Like emotionat, but not anxiety, anxious, not. How do you say it when?
Like emotion.
Because
like
yeah, so I'm what I feel. It's a deep, strong emotion because it's the first time after 20 years when I see this film again. And it's the first decent screening that I had in my life. The premiere in Bucharest was awful, shameful, in 2005. And I've tried 10 years ago to watch it again in Cluj at Transylvania Film Festival. And after 1 hour, I walked out in tears. I couldn't watch it more than an hour. After they leave the apartment, I completely so all these emotions came now, and I'm so happy that I was waiting for 20 years to be able to feel as I should feel this film. And I'm very happy that this happened in this cinema with you. Thank you so much for being here with me. I don't know. So this is what I'm feeling because it's. I knew that it was an important film. I worked on this important film, but now as a spectator, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm very happy to be like this.
Well, it looks great. I mean, can you tell us a bit about your collaboration with Cristi Puiu? How did you approach the material? Because you condensed, like everything happens more or less like in 10 hours, 12 hours. Now it's you condensed everything, and it's quite spectacular.
To be honest, we worked twice together. First for the short Cigarettes and Coffee, and then this one. I can say that this is the only film that I've edited, and this is my first, is my debut in feature-length fiction films in editing. Is the only film that I've edited ever in my life that was exactly like it was written. So I cut only in 2 additional places because in one moment in the kitchen the camera was shaky because with a huge camera with huge magazine. How do you say this?
Where you put the film.
Where the film is stocked. So it was huge. So it was very heavy. And Andrei Butica, the cameraman, who was one of the heroes of this team of this crew, was unable anymore to keep the camera as it
shaking.
Yeah, because they had
handheld.
20 it was handheld 20 takes in a row, so he was broken. So this was a moment, and one because a shadow in the ambulance appeared to the 7 Oana Bușgoi appear in that moment.
Like a reflection in the on the
so that was the second moment when I did the secondary cut, an additional cut. In the rest, I swear to you, this is the most brilliant script that I ever read, and actually this film was supposed to not exist because it was not approved to the Romanian CNC, the National Cinematic Community
Center of Cinematography.
So it was rejected. with the worst marks that you can imagine. So Puiu went, the director, went to the Ministry culture of the culture, Răzvan Teodorescu, and he was financed in another semi-corrupted way, because he gets some money that was not supposed to be for this or for cinema or something. So this film got a few, just a small amount of money to be done. It was done in very difficult conditions, so they filmed only by night, as you can see, in real locations, so only by night, even in the hospitals. So it was a very, very, very complicated project for everybody. And when it was over, everybody was with the energy below the ocean. I don't know. It was a huge effort for everybody. And what I have done, I worked with, because when they worked during the night, I had to work during the night to make, to synchronize the sound with the images and to put an order in the shots, and to let the director to watch them. So all the team was working all night long. So this was the way we have done during the shooting. And in the editing, to be honest, I don't remember. I remember that it was very hard for me because my mother died in the hospital, and I had panic attacks, and I was it was not easy for me. For example, my father, when he managed to see the film in 2005, asked me how I could do this, how it was possible for me to edit this, because of my mother and because of my her struggles. And I don't know if you know that this is a real case. This is a story that came out from a real case in 2001. It was not a homeless, but a very, very poor person was abandoned after a whole night of attempts to be internated in a hospital. He was abandoned on the sidewalk in front of the hospital municipal. So yeah, that was Romania at that moment. Very complicated. When I start to think back to this era, I would like to make a sociological study, but strong and very deep research on it, because it was wild. But still, I feel that this film like very, very fresh. We are 20 years older, but the film, it's very, very, very fresh. It's the only thing that I can say. Sorry for my broken English. I speak only this airport English, so 200 words. I'm trying to be smart. I don't know if I will succeed, but here we are in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a cliche question would be if you would change something, but I think it's
no, obvious no.
I think it's
No, really, it's
yeah.
it's after 20 years, I think it's perfect. Maybe something in the sound, maybe something in the sound, but only in this direct sound editing, because we have done things in the editing room. But with this technical condition, in that moment, it appeared to be the right solutions. But now, with this audio systems, things, I think that things can be done better. But It's only a technical aspect, only under technical aspects, let's say. So artistical or something else. I don't find any reason to be unhappy.
No, absolutely. Can you tell us a bit how you started editing?
How I started editing? I graduated physics in Romania in '93. And after the fall of communism, it was very difficult to survive. In Romania at that time, nobody wanted, I don't know, researchers, because I was in research in optotechnics and laser technologies. I graduated this. I've tried to find a job, and I was hired as a physicist, but for something different, the solid physics in electronic and optical microscopy. I had no money to rent a house or to stay. I was very poor because it was that kind of era, and I wanted to change something in my life. So until I decide if I have to go out to exile myself in a way or another, I've said that I should try something else. And I said, what about the film? But I didn't have that inner voice that tells you that you have something to tell to the humankind and you have to do this. No, I was not. I only wanted to change something in my life in order to survive in Romania. And because one of my very good friends in the physics school actually was accepted in this film school, and I was his first lecture to his scripts, I said, okay, I can do this. I've tried. Once I was rejected. I came back to the lab. I've tried twice. I was rejected, and when I was prepared to find another solution to go to Canada, because that was the place for the physics graduates from Romania, I was accepted. So this was the moment when I start to learn editing. I said that maybe this can be good for me without knowing what editing means. And the first time when I put the right question about positions, about length, was when I was at Cinematheque. I think that it was before being accepted in the film school, and it was a Esfir Shub retrospective, and it was the fall of Romanov dynasty. I think so, and it was as you know, Esfir Shub is one of the pioneer of film de montage. She edited archive materials like I have done later on in the autobiography of Nicolae Ceausescu in some other films, and this was the moment, this contact with her films, when I understand what is the meaning of this process, what you can build out of different materials. So this was the moment when I realized that I want to do this. And I really, I had luck because I was lucky. I was lucky that because I found what it fits very, very, very well with myself. So this is all I can say. And I had the luck to meet, to be in this generation with Puiu, with Mungiu. So we were part of this first Romanian wave. Puiu is responsible for this. He is the father and the mother and the aunt and everything, the god of this Romanian new wave. It's a huge talent, and of course all the others that came.
I mean, Radu Jude is
Radu
assistant
Jude,
director. Yeah, I forgot about
it was it was first AD.
First AD.
Actually, we've met with this occasion on one of the screenings that we have made in the editing studio, because we have done a lot of screenings with the team or with people. Some for example, we have done some screenings with some teenagers to understand what people are expecting from this, if they resist to this marathon, if they are interested in this. And we had surprises to of course they were somehow chosen, but still we had the surprise to see that actually this film worked for everybody in different ways, of course, because every spectator came with a different input, with a different background, different experiences. But it was anyways valid film. Important.
Absolutely. I mean, how many minutes do we? Because I mean, I have more questions, but I would also love to okay, just the last question. Just because you edited these amazing documentary films as well, so if you maybe just can talk a bit about this. I mean, how do you see it, if you've seen a difference between editing fiction and documentaries? And you mentioned this fantastic archival work that you did and all the research for this autobiography for Twist. And
yeah, from perspective, there are many differences, because in the documentary you don't work with a script, or at least I didn't work with a script, never. For the documentaries that I've made, but fiction, of course, in fiction it's something else. So everything starts with a script, and this is the first. I don't know how do you say factor or donator. I'm trying to be smart, so I cannot.
Yeah, how to put in order, no? How
but
how to
yeah, but I wanted to sound differently. Okay, but this is the way. With the documentary, it's something else, and what I like very much to do, for example, because I started with this the autobiography of Nicolae Ceaușescu, is to work with archive, to work with unsystematized materials, to dig in different stories, and of course, because it doesn't exist innocent images, to decode images and to recode in a different story. So this is the main difference. Of course, the involvement of the editor is the same, because actually you have the same responsibility, you have the same important role in building this narrative spine, but in building, but in the documentary you don't have this plasă de siguranță, safety net. What I like the most in this moment, to be honest, is to work in the documentaries, because I have the chance to research more every kind of topic that I choose to work on. So and of course I want to be challenged, to have difficulties to find solutions, and of course I don't work alone, because I'm working with directors, but usually in documentaries I have long discussions with directors, and I prefer to work alone. and to from time to time to meet the director, to discuss, to negotiate things. This is the main bet, and I like very much this game. I have the feeling that I found the perfect job that I could find in my life. As a physicist, I wanted to be the second Marie Curie. I was not. But I'm very happy that I can be the first Bunescu in a place. So look at me here.
So hopefully see you next time with the documentary, for sure.
I hope. But in Romania, the documentaries are somehow the Cinderella of the cinema. I think that everywhere the documentary has this difficult status. But I hope that somehow we will manage to find a way to include documentaries in this Romanian Film Festival, because actually very good documentaries came out of this very poor cinema. Let's say it in the way it is, because I don't want to hide this aspect.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any questions, guys? Yes. Maybe one. Do we have
The spot. Oh, okay.
no,
Okay. No.
Oh,
No. You okay? You okay?
I just wanted to ask why you think the film was rejected by the cinematographic organization. Was it a political reason?
It was something very new, that kind of script, because, for example, this is the reason that actually this is year zero of the Romanian new cinema, because before that, the Romanian cinema was still tributar, subordinated to this
the minister?
old aesthetics, old communistic aesthetics. So that kind of film, or before this, it was in 2001, the Marfa și Banii. No.
The dough and the
Stuff and the Dough.
stuff in the dough.
Yes.
2000
So
there was
this
some
was a huge scandal in the Romanian society. How it's possible to let the characters to swear so much on the screen? So this was the main issue. Not the cinematic language, not this new way of seeing or feeling or the time or working with the time. No, nothing was for the Romanian bigot. It was the only thing to be said, and this one was in the same key, and I don't know. I can guess that it was also a corruption situation, because we can say that all the lectures in that moment that had to approve the projects for being for financing had an agenda. It was something very usual in Romania. This was the reason that actually the law of for cinematography was changed. I don't know, 1 or 2 years later, after this film. It was a huge disappointment for the authorities that this film won un certain regard. So actually was a proof that actually this criteria that they used to choose the financeable projects were bad. And more, even more, it had, I think, under 10,000 spectators. It was a failure, a huge failure, in terms of success at the public. This success came later, when the critics from abroad start to write in terms that was very flattering, and suddenly the Romanians started to understand that they have a film. So not the Puiu, but not Puiu was the director, but we, the Romanians, have, look at us, a film like this. So this was this is my guess about why they did not, because they had other crappy films to finance. Sorry for saying films. Yeah.
I remember 2000 there was no film at all.
In 2000, yeah,
No,
I don't know if you
zero
know
films.
that in the year 2000 were not premiere. So when I graduated the film school, we didn't know what we are preparing for. Actually, we wanted to do films, but we were not able to have one premiere per year. For example, in 2004, so it was, I think it was The Stuff and the Doll in 2001, and in 2004 there were 2 premieres or something like this. So this was the cinematic landscape in Romania, even so.
And then it started.
Yeah, and when they started, they knew how to do it. Yeah.
There was a question in the back, I remember. No?
Somebody in the back.
First of all, thank you for the wonderful screening and Q&A. I was wondering if you thought that a situation like the one Mr. Lazarescu was in is less likely to happen today, and if not, what has to change, or if yes, what has changed in the past 20 years? Thank you.
The situation, a real situation like this one, I think it's possible. It's possible everywhere, anytime. It's my guess. I'm very sure that in Romania, actually, it happens often, because if you are not in one of these big cities, the health system is like it is. So let's face it, it's like it is if you are not from Bucharest, from Cluj, from Iași, from these big cities. It can be a problem, but as small as the city or village is, as less important is the victim. So you cannot, it's possible that this kind of story to not be published in a way or another. This story with the poor Constantin Niță, I remember that it was the name, in 2001 or something, happened in Bucharest. So this was the reason that actually this story became, I don't know, popular. It's not popular, but it was published, and this case was started a huge scandal in the Romanian society. But if we, of course, things changed in Romania, and I can say that after the entrance in the European Union, a lot of good things happened, and a lot of progress. And it's very difficult when you are all the time in the same system of reference inside to see all the good things that appeared. But if we take this looking back in anger or not, we can notice that it's very different. But we never know, and this is the proof that this film became universal, because actually it can happen everywhere. And a lot of people from the States, from I don't know, from the UK, but from all over the place, recognize that is a situation that can happen in their country. And this is this is the way, this is a possible way of everybody of us to die. So this is possible. So yeah, I think that, and what we can do to change this, I really don't know. But if you find the answer, please tell me, because I'm very curious. I will tell to other.
Right, thank you. Any other questions? I think we have time for one more.
No. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Why the movie finished? I mean, so suddenly.
But yeah, but we have a nice
It
end
was
of the
like-
story. We have it because Lazarescu will be operated for this subdural hematoma to die at home from cancer. So this operation, this surgical operation, actually starts. So this is the happiest end we can imagine, at least in Romania. This is our Romanian paradox. So
I was expecting to see the sister coming next day. So
no,
that's
sister,
why.
no, she's still in the train when the
Thank you.
surgical operation started.
I just wanted to follow up on my first question. Do you think the film would be received differently if it were released nowadays, 20 years later?
It's very difficult to create a scenario with this hypothesis, because actually this is the first film done in this way that actually started the school and started to educate the spectator in a way to accept this kind of storytelling. So it's very difficult to take out the first film. It is to say, okay, if it was not, maybe we should have waited for him for 20 years to start to look at the films in this at this kind of storytelling. It's very difficult. I hope, yes, but I'm very happy that it has not n-a fost n-a trebuit să aștepte atâta vreme. We didn't have to wait 20 years for this film to be, because actually this film is studied in film schools in the States. I think here too. I was in Germany last week or 2 weeks ago to discuss about the Death of Mr Lazarescu in the Köln Film School. So everywhere it's something that is somehow for the new Romanian cinema is time T0. So yeah.
All right, thank you. Do we have?
Yeah, aici,
Well, okay,
here.
last one.
Thank you. I was wondering if at the time you had any reaction from the medical community in Romania. Also because I noticed there was thanks for Mr. What's his name, former mayor of Bucharest, who was also the head of the municipal hospital, Oprescu.
Oprescu,
So I was wondering if they're not presented in a very flattering way. So yeah, I was curious whether there was any reaction from the medical community.
Anyways, it was they had a lot of consultancy from the different kind of doctors. The reaction was, of course, it was bad. So because the reaction on this film was bad from the Romanian public. From these reasons that they are presenting the Romanians in this way that is not flattering at all, and not only the doctors, but the Romanians, drunkards, and so this kind of I don't know, need to be well presented for the Romanians lasted a long time. Now, and still, I think that we still need this pinkish hue. But it was a bad reaction. So really, this film actually became a film cult after the international critics started to talk about it, and after some years, because it was very bad received in Romania for different reasons, and this non-flattering aspect was one of the reasons.
Okay, thank you so much for coming and
Thank
for
you.
everything that you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for staying.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.